around East London. They will distribute food hampers, wheelchairs and walking sticks to those in need of them, as well as toys for children. The beneficiaries come from a number of homes and centres catering for the elderly, destitute and disabled children around East London. For more on this, we cross once again to our reporter who's covering the event for us, Unathi Binqose. Unathi, Molobuti, it's over to you.
Palisa, thank you very much and a warm welcome to all our SABC News viewers. We are coming to you live from Mdantsane. It is just outside East London, some 30 kilometers away from East London. And I can tell you that it is a glorious day. I mean, the sun is not quite out. At least we do have some, the conditions are overcast, which are good for an event of this magnitude. And of course, like you've rightly pointed out, it is the poorest of the poor. Christmas, before Christmas extravaganza. It is organized, of course. It is brought to you by LVGN Events in partnership with J for Joy Foundation, the Buffalo City Metropolitan, and of course, the public broadcaster, SABC. They are involved in this one and they are here to bring smiles to the destitute. And of course, special focus has been placed on the elderly. We saw quite a number of them walking into the hall behind me. That is where the whole event will be taking place. And I saw some wheelchairs, which are gifts that I'm sure they will appreciate the most, more than the traditional Christmas goodies that we are accustomed to around about this time. I mean, these are gifts that will last them for Christmases to come. However, to speak a bit more about what will be happening here, and of course the public broadcaster's involvement in this one, in community building and what we had been calling touching lives, is Sibongile Ngcobo. She is from the SABC. She's from from a youth radio station of the SABC called True FM. I think she's at marketing there, but she's going to be telling us about the SABC's involvement. Sibongi, a very good morning to you and a warm welcome to this broadcast. I understand that as the SABC, we've taken a great deal of involvement in what is happening here.
Yes, we have, and thank you for having me and taking this time to have a chat with us. As the SABC, it's very important for us to follow the values of the SABC as a public broadcaster, and those involve conversations, which we did have with the partners that are involved today. The whole aim was to look at the restoration of human dignity, which is what we're hoping that all the gifts that have been brought will do. So, we have a lot of elderly people who are here, as you've mentioned. They'll be getting wheelchairs, which will give them access to travel to where they need to be instead of just staying at home and, having to rely on other people to do things for them. Also wheelchairs for those that are not quite needing wheelchairs, and there's food parcels. It's just really bringing the spirit of Christmas to Mdantsane and sharing in that so that people can be part of it, and it's not so dire a time for people who can't afford to go all out for Christmas.
Lovely. Our core business is broadcasting, and I see you take great involvement as the SABC in partnering in events of this nature. Of course, I understand this is not the first one. Why is it at the core of your business, of course, as the SABC also getting involved in community developments like this?
Yeah. As a public broadcaster, we have a responsibility to all the audiences that tune into all our platforms every single day. So, we need to go and check what is important to the people, So we always follow things like education, restoration of human dignity. We have to give back to the audiences that, make us relevant. So every day we're broadcasting to these people, and every day we are having conversations with listeners and viewers on television. And we have to heed the call of the needs that they have and see what we can do. So, as the SABC, we will have those conversations with sponsors. So we'll try and source various, things that people might need so that we can assist where we can.
Christmas is time for giving, but I understand that you've been doing this. What other projects have you been involved in that are perhaps similar to this one?
We're coming up to January soon, so that's back to school time, and a lot of people, especially in this area, in the Eastern Cape, we have a lot of people who are walking barefoot to school, and some people who have classes outside. They don't have the structures, so back to school is a very big project that the SABC gets behind. So we as a station, True FM, will be doing a back to school campaign in January, where we'll be giving away 50,000 rand towards a school that needs something. So we've asked people to come to us and tell us what do we need, and they're posting pictures on Facebook. So we have to check that these needs are really what it is, and we get involved by assisting. So we'll help with infrastructure, we'll help with school books, and we work quite closely with the Department of Education with that.
And the response you're getting from your audiences, are they responding to calls of this nature?
Yes, they definitely are. You know, you'd be surprised at how many emails, how many inboxes on Facebook, and how many phone calls we get on a daily basis where people are looking for assistance. So, you know, we help how we can, and, you know, having the conversations and the partnerships that we do with other stakeholders, that really assists, you know, where people can come with the various resources that they have that are their core business. So, really, it is all about partnerships and really having the conversations with the people that can assist.
It's been a pleasure working with you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Well, that is Usbongi Nobo from True FM. And of course, they are partnering in of course, as the SABC, they are partnering in what is happening inside here. And of course, I can tell you that it is going to be a big party. I saw a lot of elderly people going inside there, and they are ready to receive. And I can tell you that speaking to some of the organizations that they are coming from, they are very, very appreciative of what will be happening here, saying that it will go a long way in bringing a bit of joy to the elderly people here as they are heading towards Christmas. With that, from myself, Unathi Binqose, and cameraman Akobile Vena, allow us to wrap from Mdantsane.